Cat body language explained, what your cat is really saying. Have you ever caught your cat staring at you with those piercing eyes, flicking its tail back and forth, or letting out that mysterious chirp? Cats might not speak our language, but trust me, they are always communicating. In this video, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of cat behavior to uncover what your feline friend is really saying. From tail flicks to ear twitches, from soothing purrs to wide eyes, you'll learn to decode every move and sound to strengthen your bond with your furry companion. Whether you're a first-time cat parent or a long-time cat lover, you're bound to have more than a few aha moments today. So grab a comfy spot, and maybe your kitty too, if they're in the mood, of course. Let's unravel the mysteries of cat body language together. A cat's tail is like a mood ring attached to their body, constantly signaling their emotions. Let's break it down, detail by detail. First up, the upright tail. When your cat strolls into a room with their tail held high, maybe even with a slight curve at the tip, it's their way of greeting you warmly and confidently. Think of it as your cat waving hello. Cats with an upright tail feel secure and happy. They're in their element. Now, what about the twitching tail? You've probably seen this one during playtime, or when your cat is staring intently at something, like a bird out the window. A rapidly twitching tail often signals excitement or high focus. But don't confuse it with irritation. If paired with flattened ears or narrowed eyes, twitching might mean your cat is annoyed. Have you ever seen your cat's tail puff up like a bottle brush? This is the puffed tail. It's a clear sign of fear or feeling threatened. You'll often notice this if your cat encounters another animal they perceive as a threat or hear an unexpected loud noise. Finally, there's the tucked tail, where your cat hides their tail close to their body. This posture usually points to insecurity. They're feeling unsure or submissive. When you notice this, it's time to comfort them and assess what's bothering them. Your cat's ears are like radar dishes, picking up everything happening around them. But they're also a fantastic emotional barometer. Let's decode ear positions. When your cat's ears are pointing forward, they're fully engaged in whatever has their attention. It's a sign of interest or playfulness. Maybe they've spotted a toy, or they're simply curious about what you're up to. Ever notice their ears go flat against their head? That's the flattened ear position, and it's a red flag. This signals fear, aggression, or discomfort, so it's not the time to push their boundaries. Flattened ears are their way of saying, back off. Finally, we've got rotating ears. If you see their ears swiveling like satellite dishes, your cat is likely on high alert. They're assessing the situation and listening intently to their surroundings. Watch out for other signals. This position sometimes means they're deciding whether they feel safe or uneasy. Those mesmerizing cat eyes can tell you more than you imagine. Here's how to interpret their signals. Have you ever noticed your cat giving you a slow blink? This is one of the sweetest gestures your cat can offer. A slow blink translates to trust and affection. A cat's way of saying, I feel safe with you. Try returning this gesture by slowly blinking back. It's a bonding moment that'll melt your heart. If your cat's pupils are wide and dilated, this can mean two very different things, excitement or fear. You'll often see this during playtime, but it also happens when something startles them. Pay attention to their body language to figure out whether they're ecstatic about a toy or frightened by a loud noise. Now, when their eyes are narrowed, it's all about the context. Squinting can signal contentment, like when they're soaking in the sun during a nap. But if accompanied by other aggressive behavior, narrowed eyes may indicate irritation or focus on a perceived threat. Your cat's body postures provide some of the clearest clues about how they're feeling. Let's explore a few common ones. Let's start with the arching back. You've likely seen this when a cat feels threatened or is in a playful mood. If their fur is puffed up, they're likely trying to appear bigger to scare off an opponent. In contrast, an arched back with relaxed fur often signals that they're ready to play. What about when your cat rolls over to expose their belly? Many think this is an invite for belly rubs, and sometimes that's true. But often, it just means your cat trusts you enough to expose their most vulnerable spot. That said, reaching for their belly could lead to claws in your direction. Proceed with caution. Finally, there's the crouching posture, where your cat's body is low to the ground, ready to spring. This is classic predator behavior, common during play or hunting. But if combined with wide eyes and flat ears, crouching can indicate they feel scared or defensive. Cats are famous for their mysterious sounds, and understanding them can give you an even deeper insight into their world. Let's start with the most familiar, meows. Cats use meows almost exclusively to communicate with humans. A short, high-pitched meow might mean, "Feed me," while a long, drawn-out meow usually translates to, "Pay attention to me right this second." Tone matters. Keep an ear out. Then there's purring. Most of us associate purring with happiness, and often it's exactly that. But did you know cats also purr when they're stressed or unwell? It's thought that purring serves as a self-soothing mechanism for them. Have you heard your cat chirp or trill? These adorable sounds often mean, "Follow me." It's a friendly invitation, whether they're leading you to their food bowl, a toy, or just somewhere they want your company. Lastly, we have growls and hisses. These sounds are unmistakable warnings. When your cat growls or hisses, they feel threatened or irritated. Give them space and figure out what's making them uncomfortable. Now let's clear up some common myths about cats. First, it's a popular misconception that tail wagging means anger. While this is true in dogs, cats are more complicated. A wagging tail can mean frustration, focus, or excitement, so don't jump to conclusions without reading other signals. Next, the myth of the happy purr. Sure, your cat purrs when they're cuddled up and enjoying life, but stress-induced purring happens too. Always consider the bigger picture of their body language. Lastly, the idea that cats are aloof couldn't be further from the truth. Cats show affection in subtle ways, following you around, sitting near you, or even those slow blinks. Once you start reading their body language, you'll realize how devoted they truly are. Okay, now that you know what your cat is saying, how do you turn this knowledge into a stronger bond? Observe, don't assume. Every cat is unique. Spend time watching how your cat behaves in different situations to understand their personality quirks. Respond to slow blinks. Whenever your cat offers you those affectionate blinks, return the gesture with your own. It's a small but powerful way to build trust. Take notes on their habits. Cats develop patterns in how they interact. Keep track of what triggers certain behaviors and how they respond to different cues. 4. Respect their boundaries. Cats appreciate attention, but on their terms. If their body language says, "I need space," honor it. They'll thank you for it in their own way. By now, I hope you're brimming with excitement to decode your cat's mysterious behaviors. We've walked through the meanings behind their tail movements, ear positions, eye signals, and body postures. We've even dived into their vocalizations and busted some common myths. But here's the key takeaway. Your cat isn't trying to be mysterious. They're just speaking a language we didn't learn at first. With patience and observation, you can communicate more effectively and strengthen your bond. So, the next time your cat flicks their tail or looks at you with their big, blinking eyes, you'll know exactly what they're saying. Try these tips at home and share your experiences in the comments. We'd love to hear about your adventures in cat communication. Until next time, happy bonding with your furry best friend. Don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting videos like this.